Hey everyone, welcome to Tent Talk, the Farmers Market podcast. This podcast is all about farmers markets. Whether you're a farmers market manager or a small farmer or a food maker selling at farmers markets, you have found just the right podcast.
This is producer Leandra Hays, coming at you live from the InTents conference. We asked our attendees what their favorite part of Market Day was, and boy did they deliver. Come laugh, cry, and say, "Excuse me, what?" with us as we appreciate what the market means to the people who make it happen.
Thank you for having me. My name is Catherine Nunes Siciliani. I'm from Humboldt County, and we are with the North Coast Growers Association. We operate 10 farmers markets in Humboldt County, and I manage the Arcata Plaza Farmers Market and our Eureka Farmers Markets. And my favorite part of the day is really, like your flyer says, the calm before the storm. I love that quiet moment of seeing our vendors kind of slowly and sleepily arrive. I love being able to set up my table just right and, before anyone has any major questions for me throughout the day. We also feel really grateful to be able to offer the Market Match program at our markets. And we have a customer who for many years has been very dedicated to tracking her EBT and Market Match purchases. So she actually tracks every dollar she spends with every vendor and puts together like a report at the end of the year that she gives to us, which is like amazing. And she gives herself like little challenges every year to find 5 new vendors to spend money with, or, spend this much money on fruits and vegetables or whatever. And it's just really amazing data and just a really great story of how Market Match program impacts our customers and our community and has that ripple effect on all of the small businesses that attend our farmers markets. So we just really love it. I love being part of the markets. And that's my story. Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Lori. I'm the manager of the Mother Road Farmers Market in Winslow, Arizona on historic Route 66. So my favorite part is so many of our vendors bring their children. So first thing in the morning, they're so clean and cute, and then they start eating at the market. And we're on a dirt field, and so by like 10, we start at 9, they all wear this little dirt goatee. And so you know whose kids are vendor kids because they all look like they should have shaved, but they didn't.
That's such an excellent source of joy.
It makes me so happy every single time.
I love it.
Yeah, they're just great.
Fantastic.
It's a great family community market, and it's just one of the things that really shows that people love to come.
My name is Carol Baldwin, and I'm with La Jolla Open Air Market. My favorite part of the day is seeing the vendors and seeing the people at the market. I love people, first of all, and everybody has such a wonderful spirit at our market. And I learn something new every time I go there and learn something new about the vendor and, how far they bring their produce or how close their produce is grown, because in California, we have beautiful weather, and
we do.
It's the breadbasket of the Western United States for sure.
Yeah.
And the local produce is so beautiful, so many colors, the flowers, the artisans at our market are amazing. So it's the people there. And then the food, too, of course.
Then the food.
And then I get to enjoy that all week. I love the kale. I love any dark green vegetables. And just like I said, all colors of the rainbow for the fruits, vegetables. So it's just a whole experience being there. It's my favorite part of the week, actually.
My name is Mimi Adams, and I'm the operations and market manager for the Napa Farmers Market. And this is going to sound so cheesy, but my favorite part of the market is just that sense of belonging and community that you feel. So whether that's like an interaction at like 5:30 in the morning from like somebody you haven't seen in a week, or walking down the aisles and feeling like a celebrity because everyone knows your name. I mean, yes, I'm wearing a name tag, but they know it's me anyway. It's super cheesy, and it's probably not great for my already inflated ego, but really it's just, the feeling of belonging and those interactions and, getting to know the vendors, getting to know their success stories, like seeing people have babies, start businesses, like getting to know those people and just forming those relationships is what I do it for. That feel good, ooey gooey stuff.
Best part of my market day. All right, cool. So my name is Marquette Cakes. I am from Durham, North Carolina. The name of my organization is called The Black Farmers Market. We have 2 locations in Durham, North Carolina and Raleigh, North Carolina. The best part of my market day, man, is our markets are specifically held on Sundays. So seeing the good folks come out to church with dressed to the nines, you know what I mean? And I honestly, seeing the elderly folks come out with the grandkids and stuff like that, it just warms my heart, man. It warms my heart. See people dancing, having fun. No matter rain or shine, we got one of those marks, no matter rain or shine, hot. It doesn't snow in North Carolina, but if it did, we're pretty sure it'd be out there too. But yeah, just seeing the folks, man, seeing the people clean,
So my name is Anna Skinador, and I'm the market manager for the Lawrence Farmers Market in Lawrence, Kansas.
Nice.
And the favorite part of my market day is that lull in the middle of it. That is my favorite because you're setting up in the morning right away, you're getting ready, and then you have to deal with the customers bombarding you, your info booth, vendors have all these issues that need to be solved. And for me, that's right about at 10 o'clock where I can just finally take a breath. Because, I'm still at market, but it's calmer.
Hi, y'all. I'm Kara Mae Woolidge. I'm Executive Director of the Napa Farmers Market in California. My favorite part of the farmers market is that weird, spooky, kind of freaky stuff that happens that the, regular community doesn't really know about. So stuff that happens in the morning before dawn, things that we always get to the parking lot. There's that sense of superiority that you're out, up and around, doing things, getting things done before humans even open their eyes. And one time we found a kid-sized Spider-Man costume laid out on the ground in a puddle of water, like this mini Spider-Man had evaporated. And it had a half-smoked cigarette right next to the hand. It was just so bizarre. We took a picture of it and, things like that are just wild. And not everyone gets to see that side of the streets out in the morning.
The leftover chaos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of other stuff that I won't get involved. It involves, bodily fluids and things to be cleaned up. But, that's why we do this. We want to make a good space for our community to come and enjoy all the wonderful things at the farmers market.
Yes, and leave your basic slimes and sludges about for the wonderful market managers to find.
That's right. We got it covered. We can handle it.
Woo!
Farmers markets don't just happen.
My name is Audrey Pascone, and I'm from Redgate Ranch and the Shasta Growers Association up in Northern California. And honestly, I think the best part of the market day is right when the horn blows, and we just have this onslaught of enthusiastic customers who cannot wait to get your product. They cannot wait to come up and get, for me personally, my produce or my pastured pork. And they're just so happy to be there. It could be raining, it could be freezing, it could be a 100-degree day. And they're just there, and they're excited that you're there. So that's probably my favorite part of the market day.
So my name is Chen, and I'm owner of La Vineyard Farms. That's a lavender farm located at Whitmore. It's North California. And I'm a part of the organization SGA, and we love doing what we do. We actually volunteer for over 4 years and making the market what it is, a community organization, working together, having fun. And the best part in our market, I would say that it's seeing the smiles. I can give you a small story. We did a Halloween event, and we paid it from our own pocket of the market. And we just said every vendor can have a bag of treats, and they're going to give it for free for the community. And it was in COVID time, and kids could not go anywhere. And we just opened that in the market. It was open space, and it was wonderful. I had people coming to me in tears saying how excited they are that we did this, and it was a huge impact to the community.
Hi, I'm Tasha Artelon. I serve on the board of directors for Farmers Market Coalition, and I also serve on the steering committee for the California Alliance of Farmers Markets. I am currently a free agent. I'm a market manager and operator without a market, so I've been doing some consulting, and I have an itty-bitty farm in North San Diego County in a little town called Valley Center. And my favorite part of my market day is right after it opens, and everyone's just got that vibe, and they're feeling fresh, and they're excited about the day. And customers are excited to be there. Vendors are excited to be there. And that's my opportunity to walk around a little bit, check in on my vendors, see how they're doing, how can I support them, what's going on, and, just really get a pulse and see how I can improve and do better maybe for the following week. And my favorite aspect about farmers markets is the unintentional matchmaking. Ooh. There have been marriages, children, bands, all kinds of partnerships that have resulted from meeting at my markets. And that's just, I think, one of the coolest things. Like, little tiny humans exist because I put on a market that day. That's so cool.
Markets create community.
Absolutely, in every sense.
My name is Deepika Tandon. I live in Chico. I'm a vendor. I work with a lot of different organizations. So I do work with Chico Certified Farmers Market, Shasta Growers Association. I also work with Grass Valley, which is in the Grass Valley markets. We do Red Bluff, which is the different counties we work with. So it's a wonderful experience. And I think my favorite part is getting up early, prepare food. So my Saturday looks like waking up at 3:30 and getting ready for the markets, and the flexibility to spend more time with my family. That is another motivation to do that as well. So
my name is Dana Freeman. I'm the operations manager for the Chico Certified Farmers Market. We're in Chico, California. We were established in 1980. And I think my favorite part of Farmers Market is probably the sense of community that it brings. So it's really fun on market day to see people come together and they're excited to see each other and they run up and hug each other. I really we've got some musicians that come in and play, and we have a lot of people that just all of a sudden start dancing. Yes. So it's really fun right in front of my booth. We've got people dancing and children dancing and parents watching, and I just love the sense of community that Farmers Market brings to us.
My name is Tisha Sawyer. I'm the Farmers Market Manager in Hopewell, Virginia. And the best part of my market day is at the end of the market when we're breaking down and I'm running around trying to wrap things up, and I turn around and all of my volunteers have finished packing up, breaking down everything. And I'm just like, wow, I love you guys, because it's such a nice feeling to know that after all the running around of a busy market day, someone pitched in without being asked and they helped me out, and I'm done and I can go home. It's a great feeling to know that they care, they understand what I just went through in 3 hours, and they just stepped up and did it. It's the best feeling. It's all love.
My name is Karina Smith. I am the executive director for the Columbia Farmers Market in Columbia, Missouri. This is a really hard question because so many people ask me what's my favorite part of the job, and it is Saturdays. Like, the rest of the week, I'm sitting in front of a computer and dealing with spreadsheets and QuickBooks, but being at the market is the most rewarding. Like, you see all of your hard work, finally come alive.
Yeah.
But if I had to narrow it down to just one thing on Saturdays, it would probably be when I first get there. If I can get there before those extremely early vendors that have to be set up before I even arrive at 6 a.m., it's just me and the birds. It's like this calm before the storm. We have this beautiful pavilion, and so it's not great that the birds all live in the pavilion, but they are so chirpy when I turn the lights and the fans on. But it's just this really nice, serene, peaceful moment before the chaos starts. And then I guess the end of the day also, is you get it's just the sigh of relief. Okay, we did it again. We killed it. We just had a phenomenal day. All our vendors did great. Customers were happy. So yeah, that's a lot of answers to one question.
Larry McClements, and I'm from Santa Clarita, and we run 2 markets under California Farm Direct Markets. I have my Old Town Newhall Farmers Market and our Canyon Country Farmers Market. So best part of the market day, I know exactly what it is. It happens at least one time during every market, and that is probably around peak time for us. We open at 8:30, right around 9:30-ish. The crowds have come out. Our market is full of people. You have people that have flowers in their arms full of beautiful produce, families with their kids. You see neighbors meeting up with each other. Every vendor has a customer or several customers at them. You are firing on all cylinders. You are achieving absolute farmers market perfection. You are just such a good community of people, and you look around and feel the warmth and love. And I'm tearing up. I get choked up talking about it because I do every single market get choked up when I see it, and sometimes I just got to walk away and I look at my one of my staff and she just goes, "I know, I see it too." It's just it's when it is perfect. That's what we do, and that is the best part of my day.
My name is Marcy Cochran. I'm from Pueblo, Colorado. I run Pueblo Farmers Market, and the best part of my day is pulling into the park at 5:45 or so in the morning. It is completely silent, and I just watch the whole thing come to life like a flower blooming in high speed. It's incredible, and I feel the energy build.
So I'm Claire Marshalik from Seward, Alaska. I'm with the Alaska Farmers Market Association and the Seward Farmers Market. My absolute favorite part of market day is seeing every single friend in town gather in one space, no matter the weather, no matter the wind, rain. We all show up for each other, share ideas, share recipes, food, and mostly just community love and support. And we all come to the same space. And yeah, it's like seeing family every week on the same day, organized dinner. Yeah, can't beat it.
I'm Alan Moy. I'm with the Pacific Coast Farmers Market Association. We operate farmers markets in the San Francisco Bay Area. Years and years ago, before I became the executive director, I was working as our market chef, and I had done a demonstration out at the market. And at the end of the day, I'm hot and I'm tired and I'm packing up, and a woman comes up to me with a shopping bag in her hand, opens it up and asks, "Did I buy all the right stuff? Because I want to make that recipe." And I realized that I had changed one person's diet for one day, and it made everything I'd done that day worth it.
Hi, this is Tamara from People's Farmers Market in Portland, Oregon. My favorite part of our farmers market is right as we ring the bell as the market is about to open. For a long time, we didn't have a bell, and the vendors were wanting a bell. So one of our vendors, G Creek Farm, actually welded a beautiful triangle for us. It sounds amazing. So it's my favorite part, ringing that bell or having someone ring that bell to open up market.
My name is Kathy, and I'm from the Bookdish Farmers Market in New Brunswick, Canada. My best part of my market day is a little girl, and her name is Olivia. And her grandfather was one of our key vendors for 25 years. And he died last year, and they are bakers. So he was Nick the Dutch baker. So she's the third generation, and she's wild, and she dresses like people that I see here with flowered dresses and mixed matching tops, and she's just full of spirit. And for some reason, her and I just became best buddies last summer. And so every Saturday when she comes in the little boutique that I run, and she runs the cash register and she talks to people, and she's just so fiery and full of life. And she brings her little brother who she completely controls, and she almost controls me because she knows how to use the cash. She talks to clients, and she's probably, my next in line to start the store as soon as she turns 9 or 10 at least. And she's just so wonderful that when I see her, my heart just melts. And yeah, she's just my ray of light.
So my name is William Davenport. I run Anchored Market Ventures out of Panama City, Florida. We run 5 local markets in the Panhandle, and our best part of the farmers market is seeing local community directly interact with local farmers, producers, and that sense of community among friends and family. So it's the old time town square, and that's what we love the most about it.
I'm Chris Serkis from the West Windsor Community Farmers Market in central New Jersey, our 21-year-old Saturday market. The best part of our market day is when I unlock the market shed, knowing that no two markets are ever the same, and just envisioning what the day will hold. Good, bad, hot, cold, snow, rain, wind, happy people, disgruntled people. Doesn't matter. There's going to be some magic happening. And just knowing that as our board members arrive and my teenagers show to start helping pop tents, that we're just unfolding this new adventure each Saturday.
Market magic.
Market magic is what we do.
So thank you. Glad to be here at Tent Talk. My name's Eric Dobbs. I'm with Seven Seas Roasting Company. I've been with the markets now for 7 years. And the best part of, I'm from San Diego originally, and the best part of my market day, honestly, we've been out there for so many years. We have so many friends out there. So just kind of all the connections that we have and just kind of seeing friends. Every weekend is like a semi-family farmers market family reunion.
My name is Amanda Shreve. I'm with the Michigan Farmers Market Association, and we host 3 farmers markets on our Capitol lawn each summer. And my favorite part of the day is the early morning before sunrise. We get there, the market lawn is quiet and calm, and I can just envision everything that's going to pop up and everything that's going to go down. And I also just love being on the Capitol lawn where not a lot of great community things happen. And although it's a public space, and just knowing that that day is going to be a day when Michiganders can come out and enjoy their Capitol building.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sage Fairman, and I am with the Adelante Farmers Markets in Forest Grove and Cornelius, Oregon, just west of Portland. And my favorite part of the market day is either on opening day or the last day of the market, since we are seasonal, and kind of that calm during the storm. So you have a lot of people around, you have vendors, appreciation, and just like the energy that's in the crowd, and feeling that calm and sense of community within your team and the rest of the vendors and customers.
Yeah, my name's Laura Titzer. I'm with the Neighborhood Farmers Markets in Seattle, Washington. And honestly, my favorite part is watching farmers barter with other farmers to make their value add products, or even some of the ready to eat, going around and collecting produce, and just watching that barter interaction happening throughout the day is just amazing. I love it.
All right. My name is Peter Henry. I'm from New York City. My organization is called 10 by 10 Logistics. We operate in the New York City green markets. My favorite part of, I guess, best market memory, or just favorite part of those days when I had them, was when I sold meat. And, like, it's easy to sell ground beef and, like, fancy steaks, but, like, the weird cuts bring the weirdos. And I love my weird old guy at McCarran Park who bought, like, kidneys and always wanted intestines and claimed to eat all of it raw. Yeah, you find the real vampires when you're selling the offal and the funny cuts. So that was always a cheer to me, just like to see the consistency with which that tended to be a rule.
Well, my name is Violard. I am from Chicago. My market is the Austin Town Hall Farmers Market. And the best part of my market day, I have to say, is when I have a new vendor and I get to bring them in and walk them through the market and help them do their setup. Because normally when you have a new vendor, their first day is just them. So they need all the help anyway. But I feel like that's the fun thing. It's like that kid in a candy store moment when you get to see their eyes light up once we set their table up. And I just sit there with them for the first few minutes to get them together while they set up their square or however they're taking their money that day. I think that's the best day ever. Farmers markets are always fun, regardless, but I think those are the moments that you cherish because you have that origin story with them now. You will always remember that.
Okay, my name is Sarah Dillon Jensen, and I am the director at the Snohomish Farmers Market, the Lake Stevens Farmers Market, and the Stanwood Farmers Market in Washington, north of Seattle. One of my favorite market moments, because there's so many, right?
Of course.
Is when we had a family come at the very end of market, like 15 minutes left. They were a Ukrainian family. The mother did not speak English, but she had 5 kids with her, and they all had their PEBT cards, and they all used their cards. They all got their max benefits, and then she dispersed them to go get all of the food. And some of my farmers were like, that purchase made my day. It was so cool to see this family, and they had been refugees that just came over here and got food benefits. So it was just really cool to see the system working the way that it's supposed to be working. And all of us at the Market Info booth were just so touched by the fact that we could help that family eat this week.
All right. I'm Kim Hutchinson,
and I'm the executive director of the Virginia Farmers Market Association, and I am in Midlothian, Virginia, which is in the suburbs of Richmond, Virginia. And I travel around to farmers markets around the entire state of Virginia, and I bring my 12-year-old grandson with me. And so for the past 7 years, he has grown up seeing farmers markets all across the state. And my favorite was seeing him going up to a vendor. He works during the week for his chore money. And I love seeing him take his money and go up to the vendor and perfectly select the most amazing cookie or tomato, or go around and taste all of the different samples until he's decided the best place to spend his chore money for the week. And he always buys something healthy. He always buys a treat, and then he always buys a little present for somebody. And I love seeing him talking to the vendors, because he has seen me talking to the vendors about their business. And you see this little kid talking to them about, why do you do this? Why do you sell at the market? And their faces light up, and they love telling their story to an up-and-coming generation of somebody we hope will be a new farmer one day, or a new market manager one day.
Hi, Bridget. Welcome to Tent Talk.
Wow, this is a podcast? Never heard of such a thing.
I know, right?
Thanks for having me. My name is Bridget Myers. I'm from the Little Italy Farmers Market here in San Diego, California. And I have two favorites. So I'd say the favorite repeat part of my market day is just after 8 o'clock when our market opens, when all of the vendors are all set in their places. The hardest part of my day feels done, because the morning's definitely the tough part, where we're getting everyone set, towing the cars, calling those vendors that are running late, making sure the barricades are set, making sure our traffic enforcement is checked in, all of those things. And I love it when my whole staff, who is spread out all morning setting up, we all come together in our info booth and just get ready for our EBT and get ready for the day. And someone goes down and gets scones from the bakery vendor. Someone goes to the coffee shop and gets everyone's coffee. And we kind of just stand around in the booth. And it's not organized, and we don't do it on purpose, but we all just kind of end up there in that hub and just kind of give each other the satisfactory nod, like, hey, we did it. We set it up. Here we go. And then we kind of go, okay, well, here we go. And all the shoppers are coming, and it's going to be a long day. But I really like sipping that coffee and just being with my staff in the morning. That's definitely something that I look forward to for each market day.
I love that.
Yes. And I do have another favorite market moment. It was many years ago, but we had a very beloved farmers market vendor who was out. She had breast cancer, and she was out for a while getting treatment, and it was scary there for a little bit, but she came back in her first day back at the market. She didn't feel so great, and all of the vendors on her block ran over to her car. Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
I'm crying.
And they pulled her tent out, and they pulled her boxes out. No one even said anything. Everyone just said, hey, we're so glad to see you. And they set up her entire booth, and then they just set it up like it was their own booth. They didn't even, and they knew exactly where everything went, because they remembered what her booth looked like. And she just kind of stood there, and I could tell that she just felt really loved. And I knew she didn't know how it was going to be when she came back to the market. And she felt so welcomed in that space. And everyone just got her hot tea all day. And at the end of the day, they packed everything up. And it was the most magical market day I think I've ever had. Just that one moment. And shoppers didn't even know it was happening, and no one knew. And it was a very behind the scenes magical thing that happened. And that was a great market moment for me, for sure.
My name is Christy Campley, and I'm from Growing Roots Partners. I think my favorite part of my market day, this is hard to pick, so maybe don't take this too seriously, but one great part of my market day is just before market ends, I will have, chaotically ran around and got all of my groceries throughout the day and just kind of piled them up behind the market table or the market tent. And usually 20 minutes before the market ends, I'll kind of gather up all my bags and realize how much food I've bought and how many bags there are, and kind of struggle to my car, and everyone kind of watches me, and sometimes they wave to me because they think I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm just going to the car, and I kind of just pack up all my bags of food and bring them to my car so that they're stowed away safely, and get excited to think about how I get to cook them. And I just want everyone to know that I practice what I preach, so they get to watch me, with all my grocery bags.
The market haul.
I shop the market haul every week.
Yes.
My name is Jessica Mullen, and I am with the Travelers Rest Farmers Market in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Woo. My favorite part of my market day, one of them, is when I first show up in like really hot summer days in July in the South. The dew is thick on the grass, and I actually am kind of famous at my market for taking my shoes off, which I think is a perk of the job. I mean, like, where else can you do that at work? And just like out in the field setting up, and it's really quiet. The vendors are there doing their thing. There's a lot of expectation for the day. We usually have some really great tunes playing, and it's just awesome to get to start your day with the best people in your community. Another one for free for bonus if you'd like another.
We love bonus content.
I feel like I'm doing bookends, but also after the market ends, I just want to give a shout out to my market manager, Miranda. We always like sit down and everyone's gone. There's like proverbial tumbleweeds in the parking lot, right? And we're exhausted, but we're just like debriefing, like, did you see what that customer said today? Good or bad? Or like, did you hear that they sold out at like 9 a.m.? Like, what in the world? And just kind of catching up is a gift. And so I love that. Actually, where we're from, back in the day, our city got its name Travelers Rest because merchants would come out of the mountains going down to Atlanta or Charlotte or the coast. And they would rendezvous in Travelers Rest and like hang out. And so I think it's really cool that our market is still that today. It's like where all the vendors come on the weekends. And then, of course, they're selling their goods, maybe doing a little trading like they would have back in the day. But like it's essentially just a place to like rendezvous together, rest together, and look back on how the week has gone. So I think I love my market for that reason.
My name is Eric Newquist. I am from north of Seattle, about an hour. I do a whole bunch of markets. I'm here specifically for the Snohomish Farmers Market. I'm on the board of directors. I'm the vice president this year. I've been president in previous years and just other things. My best part of a market day, I think it ends up being when I'm helpful. So I tend to be the person that people come to when something goes wrong. And that's either really, really good or really, really bad. I haven't quite decided yet. But like if there's an emergency on site, I'm usually the person that gets to take care of it. If there's a problem with one of our customers, I'm usually the person that gets called to de-escalate or manage that just because I'm big and scary. Like I'm a little over 6 feet and 300 pounds, so nobody tells me no.
Fair.
Yeah, it's fair. So I try to use my powers for good. Yeah. And I just enjoy that part of it and just being able to help everybody and make the market just a better and safer place.
My name is Francesca Jones, and I am the Farmers Market Manager for the Crescent City Farmers Market based in New Orleans, Louisiana. And my favorite moment of market is actually the few moments following market when vendors are breaking down, maybe offering help to one another, bartering with each other, chatting with our staff, talking about how the market went. And I think every time this moment really just reminds me what an amazing community space we have and are creating. We're not only a place for people to shop, but we're really a space for people to build community.
This is Mari Erickson. I'm the market manager for the Canton Farmers Market in Massachusetts. My favorite time of the market is about an hour after we open. We open at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. And around 11 o'clock when we're bustling and everyone is there and watching everyone smiling and enjoying the music and walking through and seeing the vendors talking to people, talking to each other, saying hi to me as I go by. It makes me realize that all the hard work is worth it when I see what it is transformed into.
Thanks for listening to Tent Talk today. Please leave us a review on your podcast app or wherever you listen to Tent Talk. Let us and others know how you're enjoying the podcast. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of Tent Talk. Connect with fellow Farmers Market folks in our private Facebook group, the Farmers Market Pros Community, and follow us on Instagram at Farmers Market Pros. Find online education and other resources at farmersmarketpros.com. Tent Talk is brought to you by Farmers Market Pros, where passion meets profit. Tent Talk is hosted by Kat Fields-White and Bridget Myers and produced by Leandra Hays, with original music by David Mead. Tune in next week for another great episode.